Hello, my name is Raquel Webb Geddes, and I'm the chapter leader for the Visiting Nurse Service of New York. You've joined us at an interesting and challenging time that really emphasizes the integral part that we public health care workers play on the first line, if you will, so to speak, as well as the last in line. So we get our patients from our MD office community referrals as well as hospital discharges. We represent RNs, the UFT, and we represent LPNs, still the UFT. There are separate contracts, there are separate scopes of practice, but it is one umbrella under the roof of UFT. As stated before, to meet the public health care needs, the care delivery, we have collaborated with VNS to bring you this virtual onboarding that I hope will serve as a purpose to inform you just briefly about how powerful our union is and how to reach out for help just in case you need to. So I just had to read that because I didn't want to mess that up for you, but I'm going to start off by telling you that I am a staff nurse. When I work as a staff nurse, I work in Nassau. When I'm at the UFT advocating on behalf of all of us, I work at the UFT. Right now, we are doing our social distancing as is advised at this very interesting time, as I've stated before. And so I come to you via virtual. I hope that this will suffice for now. And if you need to reach out to me, all of my members will tell you all day, any day, every day. Now, traditionally, we have a folder that we provide to you, and we give you, some things, resources that you can take home with you. I have provided those things already with our education department, so you should be seeing that popping up on your screen somewhere. Usually, the first thing that I show our members is this. It's a little card. So on one side of it, it has the Weingarten Declaration. I'm about to read it to you. For their own protection, workers should be instructed to read or hand this statement to management before the start of any meeting that could lead to discipline. If the discussion I am being asked to enter could in any way lead to my discipline or termination or impact my personal working conditions, I ask that a union delegate, a representative, be present, or an officer be present. Unless I have this union representation, I respectfully choose not to participate in this discussion. Does that make sense to you? It should. This is a union house, this is a union environment, and it is a condition of employment here. On the back of this is the UFT, the telephone number and address. This, by the way, when we are able to join ourselves together and be in person again, this is where our union head, the founder of Federation of Nurses under UFT, Ann Goldman, she puts together our annual nurse recognition celebration that celebrates our nurses and recognizes exemplary care, exemplary union activism. It's at 52 Broadway, downtown near Wall Street. That's the first thing that I show our folks. I also do a simple demonstration by saying, you will see me oftentimes with my orange thermos cup, sipping the same cup of coffee all day. So it's a simple thing, no matter where you work, whether you are assigned to work in Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, recognize there are 7 regions of operation here at VNSNY. The 5 boroughs in Nassau and Westchester. That makes 7. And if management or all along everyone is aware that this orange thermos, this is a demonstration, they say put the orange thermos on the coffee table. Just like that. Everyone does it. And then one day management says, take that orange thermos and put it on the sofa. What do? Do you leave it there on the coffee table? Do you fight back and forth with them? Do you put it on the sofa? The correct answer is this. You need to let us at UFT know that there has been a change in request by the employer. Now, it's very likely that this employer may have the right to tell you to put this orange thermos on the sofa. But if we at UFT you the union? Get that right now. You out there are the union. If you do not inform us, then we have no idea that there has been a request or a change. You need to recognize right on early, you are the union. Let us know what's going on. Reach out to us. It's a collaboration. It is your professional responsibility to let us know what's going on. It is your professional responsibility to stay in touch with your union. FYI. Just wanted to share that with you. Now, in your folder, you will also find, or online for now, that there is a card the employer will have you fill out. It is a union dues card. People ask the question, well, how much is the union dues? Generally speaking, it's about 1% of your salary. Clearly, I've been working here longer than you. I pay more. It's only fair. There's also an enrollment card for your health benefits. This is very important. There are different benefits for the LPNs, different from the RNs. However, you must fill this card out in order to enroll yourself properly so that you can get the healthcare coverage that goes along with being employed here at the Visiting Nurse Service of New York. I've asked the employer to make sure that you receive this piece of paper that has all of the phone numbers with the Federation of Nurses UFT, the Healthcare Benefit Fund number, in case you have any questions regarding your healthcare benefits. The fact that you probably don't realize that you are in a lineage of unions or affiliates. You are a member now of the largest local in the entire country, the United Federation of Teachers. The president is Michael Mulgrew. Underneath that, or should I say over that, our state affiliate is NYSUT, NYSUT. Check out some of those benefits, nysut.org. You have access to those now. The president of our state affiliate is Andy Pilata, and he will be sending you some email notifications as we move along. You'll be getting notifications from UFT, our president, Michael Mulgrew. You'll be getting notifications from our union head, Federation of Nurses, Ann Goldman, as well as, on occasion, AFT.org. That is our national affiliate. I'm going to show you this paper. So those have the phone numbers for all of the different benefits that come along with working here at VNSNY. You'll find things in there like the legal plan that is very popular. I wanted to just make sure I brought that to your attention. Now, our employer has given us online your contracts, your respective contracts. We have the RN contract. That should be online, and it's posted by VNSNY. We also have our LPN contract. That should be on the intranet, the VNSNY intranet, online. I just wanted to make sure I went over that, and there's also one more piece of information I wanted to share with you. Ann Goldman started the Federation of Nurses some years ago at NYU Lutheran. And so we continue here on, maybe some 40-something years later. There are 5 chapters under the Federation of Nurses. There is our LPNs at VNSNY. There is our RNs at VNSNY. There is NYU Lutheran. There is Staten Island University Hospital. And there is Jewish Home. All of those are under the Federation of Nurses, UFT. Here at VNSNY, RNs, LPNs. Ann Goldman makes sure that all of us remain politically educated and politically active on healthcare matters and issues that concern us. COPE, C-O-P-E. It stands for the Committee of Political Education. None of your union dues goes toward any political activity, FYI. And so I'm asking that you fill these out. It's a $2 per month. Your nurses, it's a $2 per month. The entire year will cost you $24. That is what's used for our political education. Under normal circumstances, we would be preparing to go to lobby day in Albany on things such as safe staffing ratios, no mandatory overtime in home care for home care nurses, one school nurse to every school. Maybe we don't see that so much down here in downstate, but in the rural areas, there are nurses who have to share from one school to the next. And it's important that we have our professionals in the areas that they're needed when they're needed. So we lobby for those things, and we don't use your dues for that. We use the political education fund, the COPE. And so that's $2, nurses, just a mere $2. I want to briefly go over some things that I would normally be saying to you in person. So here's the thing. There are some per diems probably in our midst, and you will be paid for your orientation. I'm sure the employer went over that with you. There is a probationary period for our staff nurses. It's 6 months. If you take off one day, it's 6 months and a day. If you have to take off 2 days, it's 6 months and 2 days. Do you get the idea? Probation is 6 months. Okay. We also have our working hours, usually 8:30 to 4:30. You should be aware that we do have an unpaid meal period. You should be taking that sometime between 11 and 2:30. You should take it, otherwise you're working for free. Just be aware of that. We do get 2 15-minute breaks that are paid for. Okay. As a matter of safety, I should apprise you that your orientation process should indicate to our new hires if there are any escort designated areas. And we do have that here at VNSNY because we service everywhere. You need to know how to identify them properly on the computer, and you also need to know that you have, and it is policy, to take an escort with you for those escort designated areas. The employer does not encourage you to travel with an abundance of cash on you, $25, $30, $40 at most. Leave your Rolexes at home, please. If you have very long hair, put it up, okay? Not long earrings, for obvious reason. They can get tangled in patient care. We tell all of our nurses who are working in elevator buildings, press the bottom button first. Why? Because you don't ever want to enter a building and someone pulls you down. Press the down button first, out of safety, abundance of safety, and then get in and then go where you need to go. So right now, we have a lot of training that's going on with caring for our clients who are critically ill right now. It's important that you take full care and attention to see how you can best protect yourselves. You need to ask questions when you have them. Do not go out there blindly, and make sure that if you have any questions or concerns, you know how to reach me. My name, Raquel Webb Geddes. I'm in the pull down menu when you send an email, as well as this paper should be coming out from the employer to you as well. We do have reps in your respective boroughs. The last thing I just want to share with you in this brief introduction, just to let you know we exist, we're here. We're not in our ideal setting as far as Q&A as we normally do, is that we have regular monthly union meetings. Clearly right now, there's a need to adjust in how we approach that. And so, as a matter of FYI, I'm FYing you FYI, that we do have monthly union meetings. It is your professional responsibility to attend them and keep yourself up to date with what's going on with your union, as well as what's going on with your employer, your place of employment, okay? The union meetings are held in their respective regions, wherever you work. If you're doing your orientation in Manhattan right now, it is not reasonable or feasible for you to go to Manhattan for a union meeting when you work in Nassau. Your union meetings are held in your respective boroughs or regions of employment. Right now, as I've said, there is a change in that we're probably going to be reaching out with social distancing if we do meet in person or some other way. I'm going to have management also, our education department also post for you when those meetings are, but I'll say it. The first Wednesday of the month, Bronx meets 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. The second Wednesday of the month, Nassau meets 9 a.m. Staten Island, 3 p.m. The third Wednesday of the month, Manhattan meets 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. The fourth Wednesday of the month, Queens meets 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Brooklyn, second Tuesday of the month, 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Westchester, third Tuesday of the month, 9 a.m. I just wanted to go over that with you to let you know that that exists. For those of you who are driving all of the burbs, you will be getting a $191.67, you want to call it a stipend or car allowance, because you are using your personal car to see VNS-NY patients. Manhattan is the only non-driving region. You do not get that $191.67. In the event for any reason you have to use your car or vehicle, you need to let the employer know to get permission to do that. I just wanted to let you know that. Let's see. I'm looking through my folder. I'm just going to be making myself available on the days that we have orientation. And I'm going to have management set up some sort of a Skyping or some sort of multi-line so that if there are additional questions or concerns, I can address them for you. Once again, my name is Raquel Webb Geddes. Welcome to the Visiting Nurse Service of New York. We are public healthcare workers. We are first in line. We get everything, and then we send it to what's considered the front line now, the hospitals. We're also last in line because once they get them from the hospital, we get them back again in the community. Welcome. Keep yourself safe. We're happy to have you.